can't tell if I'm in focus. Please let this be in focus. The lighting looks good.
But first, let me take a selfie.
And welcome! This is gonna be my new area in my room where I record all my videos. You know, like, to get the proper, feng shui of the room. So like, this is gonna be, from now on, you're gonna be seeing this in a lot of my videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this area and a name that we should call it. I don't know, something like, Karim's Kingdom, or perhaps Karim's Corner. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think would be a cool name for it. Basically, a lot of you have been asking me like general questions about me that you've wanted to know, because I haven't really been giving you a lot of information, and I never really did like an intro or about me video. Anyway, let's crack on with the video. Numero uno. If you don't know already, my name is Karim. Basically, so I was named after my grandfather, whose name is Abdul Karim. I'm half Egyptian and half Italian. My dad's Egyptian and he comes from a city in Egypt called Alexandria. And my mom, on the other hand, who's Italian, comes from a city called San Termo. It's a very small place. It's got a very, very, very low population. I mean, when we went there to visit my relatives, there was literally like, I think 2 or 3 hotels in the whole area. Next thing is that my favorite color is black. Like I mentioned this a million times in my video, but I want to emphasize how much I love black. I'm actually in my final year of university. I did a 4-year course. Originally it was going to be 3, but I ended up doing a 4-year course. I did 2 years of the regular course, and then for my 3rd year I decided that I actually wanted to do an internship. And I basically ended up going to Abu Dhabi for a year, and it was honestly one of the best experiences of my life. If you're in uni right now and you have the option to do an internship, definitely do it. But yeah, so now I'm in my final year of uni and I'm studying accounting. Don't want to get into accounting, absolutely boring, I hate it. And I'm getting pissed off just thinking about it, so let's just leave it there. Also, for those of you who don't know, I have 2 sisters. One is older than me, her name is Shireen, and my younger sister, which is called Nadine. I'm the middle child and I'm the only son. I really hate being the only son because I always wanted a brother. And I remember when I was younger, my mum told me that, she was pregnant with my sister or baby brother. And I remember I was so excited and I kept like telling my mum, I can't wait to have a brother. I was so excited. Basically, my mum kept telling me, calm down, don't get your hopes up because you never know, it could be a girl, it could be a boy, you never know. And I was like, no, it's gonna be a boy, it's gonna be a boy, I know it's gonna be a boy. And in the end, I ended up having a little sister. I remember on the day when my mum handed me my little sister, was like, it's your new little sister. And I was just like, And I remember I was crying, I was like, no, oh my god, no, I wanted a brother. And I was just so upset, and I'm so glad I have her, she's an awesome sister. Basically when I was like 14 years old, I had like a group of like Asian friends in high school, and they literally introduced me to the world of anime, Japanese anime, and my mind was blown. Seriously, the first anime I ever watched, I remember, and I still watch it actually, is called Naruto. Because of how much I love Naruto, when I was about 13 or 14, I went to this anime convention. It was one of the best things I ever did. I dressed up as a character from Naruto called Sasuke here. At that time, I was very fat, so I didn't really want to take a lot of pictures. Thank you, puberty. Basically, because of how much I loved anime, I then moved on to animated movies, and my friends also introduced me to this amazing company called Studio Ghibli. Basically, Studio Ghibli, for those of you who don't know, is basically like an animated movie production company, kind of like Disney. Now I watched this movie called Spirited Away. It was kind of like a Japanese version of Alice in Wonderland, and it was amazing. And basically from there, I just started watching all of this series. I literally bought the whole series. I am one of the worst people at waking up in the morning. I won't even call it sleep, I'll call it like a mini coma. Because basically when I go to sleep, you have no way of waking me up. The only way in the world that I can wake up, if some stranger comes in my room, like for example, if my mum comes in my room, won't wake up for shit. My dad comes in the room, won't wake up for shit. But the second some random person comes in my room, I wake up like, who the fuck is that? I'm like in militant mode, like, but other than that, I don't wake up for shit. And this is literally me every morning.
Karim? 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 Wake up. Karim! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Karim, wake up! Wake up! Huh, Karim? God's sakes. Are you freaking... I'm not up.
Nadine! Why did you wake me up?
I woke you up like 50 times!
Try and wake me up! Another thing about me, I absolutely love Pokemon. Ever since I was like 8 years old and my cousin introduced me to the Pokemon card world, I went nuts. I basically went absolutely insane. Like I literally had every single thing that was Pokemon related. This was one of my favorite things as a child. Pokemon is something that has a place in my heart forever. I will officially be old the day I stop caring about Pokemon, which will be never. I love the Fast and Furious series. One of my favorite movies in the series, hands down, was Tokyo Drift. And they chose this crap piece of shit actor. I don't know what his name is, but I swear to God, he looks like a potato. How do you not see it? He looks like a bloody potato. Other than that, the storyline was fantastic. Favorite thing in the whole movie was the music, and I memorized it all by heart. One proof? In the parking lot. 7 11 is the spot. Flights with wings and shiny things and lions, tigers, bears on my ride. We here stand fast, supersonic like JJ Fenton. We rock till the wheels are fly. Can't be guy with a baseball bat. Which brings me on to my next point. I love everything about going to the cinema. If I'm out, 9 times out of 10, I'm in the cinema. Mockingjay Part 1 is coming out, yeah! I actually am obsessed, like literally obsessed, addicted to collecting t-shirts. Like for example, this t-shirt I'm wearing now, it brings you back that memory, like, oh, do you remember that time when I was in Spain? Walking down this, you know, road and we got this t-shirt, you know? It just brings back nice memories. I'm a very, very sentimental guy, if I'm being honest. I'm very, very sentimental. I'm also a very, very, very big fan of Breaking Bad. Like I know I keep mentioning series in this, facts about me, but I freaking love Breaking Bad. And his catchphrase, bitch, was amazing. Like he would just say something like, yeah, science, bitch! Sorry about the reframe, guys, the camera died. Anyway, let's continue. When I was about 15 years old, I actually broke my left femur, and I broke it badly. Broke it when I was skateboarding. Don't want to get into the details, but because my mom hates this story and she blames me because I shouldn't have gone skateboarding. So as revenge, my dad actually took the board that I actually broke my leg on and nailed it to a tree. Basically the operation, it was like crazy. Because the way they did it is they came up with this idea, which I don't know if you guys can see clearly, but they're called K-wires. They're like kind of small pipes and they're slightly flexible. They put it right inside of my bone, and so that it was flexible enough to allow my bone to grow as well as healing. Because obviously when you're 15, the most peak time of puberty, so obviously they don't want to stun my growth. These two pieces of metal have been inside me. Maybe this is what mothers feel like. These are my babies. Literally, when I broke my leg, because of how bad it was, I was in a cast for 9 months. Directly from my hip all the way to my ankle. And because of how badly I broke it, I literally had to learn to walk again. It was a horrible experience, I'm not gonna lie. Learning to walk again, and then seeing yourself run for the first time, and then playing football and sports in general. Honestly, it's like the most amazing experience. It really just makes you realize like how grateful you are to have a perfectly able body. And thank God now, my body's 100%. I do walk a bit funny because everyone noticed that say I limp. You hear a lot of limp nicknames, put it this way. While I was in hospital, I also discovered that I was allergic to wheat. Because basically, I was getting a really bad stomach pains when I was in hospital. They said, you're probably allergic to wheat. So I was like, alright, cool. So I went on to a wheat-free diet for 6 years. Wheat is like the staple food / ingredient in everything. Bread, donuts, pastries, everything you love, including pizza. Yes, pizza contains wheat. So I was allergic to all that. Also, they thought. It was only until a year ago when I actually suffered from another problem, which was a kidney problem, that they realized that I wasn't allergic to wheat. And basically, the pain I was getting was actually from my left kidney, not actually from my stomach. That's why you always see me, like, people always saying like, oh my God, you love Chipotle so much. Because imagine eating Chipotle and then not being able to eat Chipotle for like 6 years. And so that's why when I have the option to go Chipotle, I go Chipotle. Talking about injuries, my cat actually, I have a pet cat and the cat's name is Jake. But when he was about 1 year old, he got into a massive fight with foxes. So he only has one eye. Where his eye was removed, they like stitched over it and it like grew just fur perfectly over. So it genuinely looks like he's not missing an eye from far. In the nighttime it's kind of creepy because when you see the reflection of the eyes, you only see one eye. So you're like, what the hell is this one-eyed demon? Number 17. Basically, my favorite number is number 17. And as you saw in the last vlog, if you watched it, I got go-kart number 17. Some say coincidence, I say destiny. Just saying. And another reason, my birthday is November 17th. Like, I'm actually in love with food. I mean, Italian food is 10 out of 10. I mean, it has everything that I love. It has meat, it has cheese, it has pasta. Add them all together, and what do you get? The most perfect meal known to man. And that is lasagna. And not just any lasagna, my mom's lasagna. For all of you, any of you out there who are gonna marry me, my future wife, I'm talking to you, yes you better learn from my mom, because if you can't cook lasagna, you better pack your bags, because you're out. And finally, I just want to tell you guys, the last fact about me, I just wanted to let you know, but basically me and my sister, we used to have this YouTube channel. I'm not gonna actually tell you the channel name because the videos on there are actually disgustingly stupid, and the editing is terrible because I didn't know how to edit, so they were literally filmed in one take. I decided when I was in Abu Dhabi, do you know what? I'm starting YouTube. I'm a perfectionist. Like, if something's not 10 out of 10, I will not do it. So to me, when I knew that when I started YouTube, I had to do 10 out of 10, I had to be dedicated, I had to be determined, I had to work hard. Because I wanted to be comfortable in front of the camera, you know? Like, if I'm going to talk to you guys, I want you to feel like I'm actually talking directly to you. So all of you who already subscribed to me, it means a lot, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Anyway, so that's the end of the video, guys. Please give it a massive thumbs up. I really want to get to 1K by January 1st, 2015, so please get to subscribing. Karimchii, out.